They think we send the news. If they know how we we stay jamming. We stay jamming. Stay jamming. Stay jamming. Jamming on the low, like it just said. Them don't know about it. We jamming on the low, like it just said. And them don't know about it. All we friend them, and them don't know about it. All right. Hey, good evening, folks. First of all, I want to apologize. My guests for today, we were supposed to talk about um, men's health and going to the doctor and stuff like that, but due to some illnesses and travel plans and stuff that has changed, so he's not able to be here. But however, I do plan to reschedule that, and we do plan to reschedule hopefully within the next 2 to 3 weeks, because I do have next week we have a veteran that's going to be talking about all the stuff that is also a loan officer that'll be talking about all the benefits of the VA loan, and some of the other things that military folks sometimes don't aware that they have at their disposal, which, if all goes well, pretty soon, my son will be a part of the military. He's currently in boot camp. And just saying that kind of made me tear up a little bit. And then the following week, we're going to be having some financial literacy. I have a gentleman from Operation Hope. Operation Hope is a really, really good program. And they're going to have Lester from Operation Hope is going to be talking to us about financial literacy, kind of help you guys, will help all of us learn to save money, budgeting, all the stuff that we need to do when we're thinking about buying home, but not just buying home, but for our financial health. That's another part of health. Got physical, mental, spiritual, a lot of different health. Financial health is one of those, because most of us feel better when we have some money in the bank. Most of us feel better when we're taking care of our finances. Not the end all be all, but you always take care of the things you can take care of. And if you can take care of your finances, then you absolutely should. All right. So that would be, I think, March 6th, if I'm not mistaken. No, I don't remember. But I'll make sure I post so you guys can see what it is. Now, today I want to talk to you a little bit about our current market that we're in right now. And interest rates have actually been coming down steadily since it's been consistently coming down. At their high during probably 2024, 23, 24 might have been their highest points. Then in 25 they start coming down, but 24, 25 they start coming down. Now they're coming down again. I think I just saw a thing today they've dropped below 6 for the first time. So I want to show you a little slide here that will give you an idea. So right now, currently, interest rates under the three main ones that we deal with when buying homes, FHA, VA, and conventional. FHA is generally for anyone, pretty much. The only one here that is specific to a specific group of people is VA loans, because you have to be military in order to be active military or a veteran, somebody who's been retired from the military, in order to take advantage of the VA loans. The other thing to keep in mind about VA is, even if you're VA, your spouse can't use the VA loan without you. You can do it together, but your spouse has to be on the loan with you. So, and then there's conventional. Conventional, usually you're definitely going to use a conventional when you want to go much bigger amounts. VA have a limit to how much you can go up. I don't have it in front of me. I'll try and get it for you before this ends. But right now it's showing that FHA loan currently is between 5.75 and 6%. VA is pretty much the same thing, and VA and FHA always seems to go together with the rates. They're always close to each other. And then conventional is 5.98 to 6.2. And a lot of time conventional usually a little bit higher, but there's some, there's some things there why again you might want to use conventional over FHA over VA. The thing is, you always, when you have a good mortgage lender, that lender would always lead you to the product that works best for you. Always, that's what a good mortgage lender will do. He will lead you in the direction, no matter what it is, that you will get the product that best fits you. All right. Obviously, if you have like 20% down, conventional probably is where you're gonna go, for many different reasons. But doesn't mean you can't do VA or FHA either. Because again, based on your credit scores and stuff, there's a lot of things that go into which one you can use. But again, right now, and interest rates today, February 27th, 2026, FHA 5.75 to 6.0, and the VA, same thing, 5.75 to 6.0, conventional 5.98 to 6.2. Those again are 30-year fixed mortgages. If you do a 15-year, it will be less. Obviously, payments be higher, but you can pay it off much sooner. But there are many ways you can also pay off your 30-year in a shorter time. There are ways that you can actually accomplish that without having the bigger payment up front. So just be aware of that. Now, when we talk about payments, interest rates, and all that stuff, people are like, interest rates too high, this, that. Keep in mind, as interest rates fall, more people are going to come into the market. The more people come into the market, the less homes they're going to be. So the competition is going to be much stiffer. So you might be thinking, hey, I'm going to wait. By all means, you can go ahead and wait. But I want to show you something that would give you a pretty good idea of what interest rate does and how it affects your buying power. I want to show you this right here. Give me 1 second. Where is it? There we go. Share. And okay, here we go. So if you look at this right here, it shows an example of interest rate. So let's say we're using a 5.8 to 6.2 FHA loan, and let's say we're buying a $300,000 home. So in this example right here, a $300,000 home, 1 year ago, your rate would have been 6.9. Today, let's say you get 6%. The difference in your payment is $200. It's a big difference, which is why folks who bought homes a year, 2 years ago is going to have the ability to refinance today and lower their payments tremendously. So again, you don't want to keep waiting for rates to drop, because as rates drop, again, home prices aren't coming down. They're not coming down. They never do, okay? You can have negotiating power, but doesn't mean the price of the home itself is going to come down. A home, $300,000 a year ago would have been a 6.9 rate. Today, it is 6%. That home a year ago would have been almost $2,000, and today it's right around $1,800. So again, this what you're looking at here payment wise, this is only principal and interest. This does not include your insurance and your taxes, because obviously, depending on where you live, your taxes is going to be different, and your insurance is going to be determined by your home and your rates and stuff like that. But again, waiting might sound good. Hey, if I wait for rates to go down 1 point, then my payment will go down. That is true. The issue with that is when rates go down, prices are going to go up. You are going to see higher prices, and higher prices simply means that even if a lower rate, you're then going to turn around and pay much higher prices. And before you know it, you're actually paying a higher payment, which is why I always believe that the folks who have bought homes within the last 2 years, who took the plunge, signed up at the higher rate, got a really good price on the home, and now they can refinance. Now, you can't go back to that. But what I would suggest you do now is, if you're looking to buy a home, you find a home that fits your needs and it fits your budget, buy the home. Buyers have good negotiating power right now. So you can negotiate a good price. Interest rate is what they are. And then in a year, should interest rates fall again, like they did from a year ago, then you have the option to refinance and possibly drop your payment, kind of like in this example. This example, the payment dropped $200 and the rate only moved 0.9%. So keep that in mind. So the impact of lower rates mean more people are going to come into the market, but more people in the market does not mean they're going to be more supply. Supply and demand is what the market is all about. If there are more homes in the market than buyers, then you'll have more negotiating power as a buyer. And on the flip side, the seller would have more negotiating power. I think personally, the best place is when it is a level market. This might be the right way to say it, where buyers and sellers both have to give something, get something. And again, I always think that when both parties walk away feeling that they've given up something, that's when you negotiated well. If one person walk away and feel like they got everything, one person walk away and feel like they got nothing, that's not good negotiating. A lot of time, in a lot of instances, that's you didn't really negotiate. You just kind of bamboozle somebody. But yeah, so if you thinking about buying a home, do you want to wait? By all means, you can. But I think jumping on right now, get in the market. Negotiating powers are available right now for buyers. Definitely are. Sellers are offering concessions, closing costs, different things. Sign up at the higher rate, refinance. Because if you wait for prices to go down like they did, let's say, for example, rates go down as low as they did during COVID. Hopefully they don't. That's not a good thing for the economy. But then there'll be so much people that you end up paying hundreds, thousands of dollars more. Okay? Not a good thing. But it is long story short, the market is turning around. It is definitely turning around. Rates are getting better. There's more supply coming on. But again, waiting. If your goal is to wait for the perfect time, there ain't no such thing. There's absolutely nobody can prove to me there's a such thing as a perfect time. Perfect is based on you. You're ready. You can afford it. You are in a position to do it. Then you go ahead and do it. The rest will fall into place. I promise you, it will fall into place. All right. Yeah. So that's just wanted to bring you guys that. So if you do have any questions, feel free to reach out. Send me a DM. Give me a call. My number is 901-301-4912. Or you can follow me on all my social media channels. And it's Keno Spring. Keno Spring on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, all of it. That's where you'll find me. So once again, you guys have yourself a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'll see you on Friday when I'll be talking to a loan officer who is also a veteran from the military, and he'll be telling you all about the good things that the VA is offering to its veterans, not just the VA loans, but other things that you might not be aware of. All right. Thank you for checking in, and see you guys on Tuesday. Actually, on Tuesday, I'm going to be doing a live from a a builder's center. I forget the name, how you call it, but where you're going to pick out all the different things when you're building your home from their showroom. Is that really what I'm looking for? I'll be doing a live from there, asking questions. That would be on Tuesday at 10 o'clock. So if you tune in, then you can shoot your questions, get them answered directly from the folks who will help you pick out all the good things for your brand new construction. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.